Jeff McLean is a project manager from Melbourne. In 1997, he decided to go on a trip.
When I set off, I knew I wanted to go from Vietnam to England if it was possible. I loved riding a bike, and I thought, well, I'd heard other people on TV had actually ridden their bikes some crazy long distances around the world, and so I thought, I'll take a one-way ticket to Vietnam, I'll fly into Vietnam, and then I'll just start cycling. The first trip was 16,000 Ks. Just magic.
But while he was gone, he discovered something.
I wasn't expecting that in a lot of places that I was naturally fearful of, like Iran and Pakistan and Turkey, I wasn't expecting that the people would be nice, and nice to almost to the point of making you want to cry.
Hello sir, how are you? Very good.
He even self-published a book.
Good to see you.
The reason I wrote this book was because probably halfway through the trip I realised that this was far more than just a ride. This was an experience about how my mind changed on a great number of issues. Now I've got these ideas that I want to go to West Africa and see if I can put all those things that I learnt to the test again in a completely new culture, in a completely new area. So I've emailed Marty, a friend of mine.
When I got his email, I just read it. I was very excited for him. I mean, I knew that he'd been overseas before and he was going to love it. I think I just said, oh, you know, I'll go with you and film it for you if you like, because he wasn't quite sure how he was going to film it. He was just going to film it himself.
As well as filming the trip, I'm also your narrator.
And it was a joke. I hadn't even seriously considered going at all whatsoever. You know, I hadn't even thought of it. It was a joke.
Jeff already knew he wanted to cycle.
Because I wanted to take a trike. I still believe that in some of those places a trike is the best for a whole host of reasons, but I do actually believe they're safer because it's such a bizarre sight for the majority of people. You stick out like the dog's proverbials on the road.
But our next problem was working out how I was going to travel and be able to film. That's when a company called Greenspeed offered us a tandem trike. Definitely not your average non-motorised transport, the trike is large enough to carry 2 people and all our luggage, small enough to transport on the roof of a bus if necessary, and strange enough to get the attention of locals.
I thought that's a great idea because we'll be able to cycle together as a unit.
I think we'll have a real advantage of just having the 2 of us, because I think that will actually give us access to a lot of places where you can't really get a big crew into.
I'm really excited about how natural this will probably be, and that's exactly the sort of feeling that I wanted to get. But this was people living peacefully, something we rarely see on the news. Now Marty's passport's gone, then I'll find out if I've got malaria or not.
I'm a man, man! I'm a man, man!
It was probably 2 of the most difficult days of my life.
This is mad!